Hello and welcome to the Natural Health Network, your vetted source for all things natural health. I'm here today with my longtime friend, doctor. This is like one of my favorite people on the planet, Dr. Angela. She has helped me and my family through so many health challenges and just helped us along the way to keep our supplements balanced and stay well. And I'm so excited that she is now going to be a member of the NHN. Welcome, Angela.
Yes, thank you for having me. And it's been an honor doing life with you and being able to take care of you and your family.
Same. So, Dr. Angela is the owner of and the founder of Whole Life Chiropractic, and she does so many things, which you'll get to hear about here in just a moment. So, Angela, tell us about what your background is, education, the extra things that you studied, and your
Yeah,
experience.
I'd love to share that. So I am a licensed chiropractor. I did my graduate degree at Palmer Chiropractic in Florida. Why not choose the beach if you have to study hard, right?
Right?
And then from there, well, I should say during my graduate program of chiropractic, I took the opportunity to study 300 plus hours in functional medicine. So I went through, like weekend courses during those 3 years in school to really gain those hours in functional medicine. And then when I graduated, I took that chiropractic and functional medicine side and put it into clinical practice. And then from there, spent a lot of additional hours in the chiropractic world working with midwives, like accredited midwives in the area, and learning just more hands on with them, on the chiropractic side, which I think is the best way to learn. And then just applying that knowledge and working with some of big mentors in that area where I was practicing as far as the functional medicine side to grow that clinically. Because it's one thing to study it and it's another thing to apply it. So I love that I got to do both of those under some pretty well-known mentors. So it was a great opportunity.
That does sound great. So it's a very well-rounded thing. I know you helped me out a lot after my second baby, so I can attest to her skills on so many levels. So now, what services do you offer?
Sure. So let me explain. I kind of still do that whole approach of the chiropractic with the functional medicine. I do truly believe that the physical does go with the internal. Um, let's just say the internal adaptations that the body has to make. So, along with my chiropractic side, I work um, in diagnostic, like with diagnostic tools, I should say, with diagnostic testing to really dive deep and figure out like the root cause of their problem. So I offer that functional medicine side with my chiropractic, but then also on Zoom calls. So I work with people, in all different states. And so it can be both in my area in Charlottesville, Virginia, but also in different states as well. So I offer both of those services in my practice.
I know firsthand that some of the diagnostic tools that you have that you just send to my house have helped me. I've tried other routes. I know to call you for everything, but I sometimes don't think about it. And I've tried other routes with specialists and got frustrated and finally called you up and said, Angela, help me. And you were like, okay, thanks for finally taking my advice. And it's made all the difference with some issues that I went to specialists for that never I went back and I went back to several different specialists and got passed around and did their tests, and you did one test and I am completely healed with my issues. So thank you. But she's for real, guys.
Thank you.
So, what does an initial consultation look like for you? I know that it will look different a little bit depending on which services they go for.
Yeah, I'll talk more about the functional medicine side, which is going to be more virtual. So, an initial session with me, really what I offer most of those that will reach out to me is actually a free assessment, because I want to make sure that I'm a good fit for them also. And
Mhm.
I want to make sure that they are my ideal, client, my ideal patient. If I can assess that in the beginning, I know that my success with them will be better. So I want to make sure that they're prepared to commit, right? So I offer that free assessment. It's 15 to 20 minutes. And then once I've decided, okay, I think I have a program or this is an opportunity where I think I could help you, then what that looks like is typically filling out, like your nutritional in-depth intake form with me. So I really get to know your lifestyle, your diet. Like I want to know everything because I eventually at that point become like an investigator and I really want to help get to the root cause. And then that's where I decide, do I want to set that patient up with a diagnostic test where I ship it to their house? Or maybe do I just want to start with diet? So it can look differently, but really that initial consult is me doing a deep dive, getting to know your history, your diet, your lifestyle, your sleep, any history of traumas. I want to really get um, that well known before I figure out what tools do I want to reach for to help that patient out.
Okay. And so get a whole idea of their whole lifestyle and everything that they've kind of their history and things so that you get
Exactly. And
a
then from
well-rounded
there,
view.
yeah, and from there, I mean, it could take, working with a patient of mine, it could take depending on where they're coming to me, like if they've already done everything, say there's a patient that's already done everything and so I don't have to address their diet. Maybe it just takes us 3 months to kind of wrap up something, a loose end that they didn't find. Or if you're coming to me and I've done nothing, I know nothing, feed me everything it could take 6 months to a year, sometimes a little bit more than that. So it really depends on where the person is in their journey, and where I have to meet them.
Yes, and I can also attest that she really does make things simple. We've worked with each other for what, like 9 years,
8 years, I think. Yeah.
um, initially I was like, "Oh man, this is a big lifestyle change," but you made it so easy, and she checks in on you and really cares as a person for you. So I can attest to that. So who is your ideal client?
Honestly, I would say someone like yourself, when you just kind of gave a brief example of working with me and you said like I've tried so many things. And then it hit you like, hey, I'm gonna call Angela. So a lot of the patients that I find get the most success with me are the ones that they come to me completely bought in because they haven't found any answers anywhere else.
Yep.
Everything else has left them at a dead end. And so at that point, and the reason that person is my ideal patient is because I want them to make a lifestyle change. So I
Mhm.
need that commitment from them. I don't want to just give them like this weight loss diet plan or here's supplements to take, that you forever have to stay on. If I use supplements, it's to support you in a phase and then get you to do the lifestyle that maintains it. So really, my ideal person is someone who's tried everything else. They come to me, they're committed, they're ready. Um, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been that person many times for you. So, do you have a favorite success story from a client that you've had?
I have so many great success stories that just touch my heart, which is why I love to do what I do. But I would say one that probably stands out to me in particular is, I had a patient who, again, had tried and the reason I love this is it's kind of out of the box thinking. She had tried everything. And this patient actually did see me virtually. So it wasn't someone that I physically was able to put my hands on, but she was having repeated urinary issues, but was to the point where she had to go get Botox injections for those issues. They were so bad. And she had done that for years. And she
Wow.
had repeated courses of antibiotic use for years. And we were able to do some diagnostic testing, kind of get to the root cause. And just to hear her on the phone say, like, I don't have to get those horrible, I mean, I can't imagine getting Botox in an area like that. So just to hear her on the phone say, I don't have to get those anymore. Like, I haven't had a flare up. I mean, I think at that point it was 6 months in. And she was getting them, I mean, repeatedly. So Oh my goodness, it's just amazing. That's just one example though of how much joy I can get from working with some of these patients who have tried everything. And then we get to find, honestly, sometimes something super simple
Yeah.
that they just didn't know that they were either eating in their diet, or a bacteria that they just never knew it was existing there in their gut. And I get to help them find it and treat it. So that's just an example.
Yeah, and I mean, the testing that you send to the house, you get to do it. It takes like 10 minutes and you're done. And then you get the results and you make the simplest plan. And you even sent me recipes, which I actually shared over on the blog, one of the recipes that you shared for the plantain pancakes that
Yeah.
now are a staple for me and my kids. So yeah, I highly encourage anyone that is really battling with a health issue that you just can't get to the bottom of, to contact Angela. And the way that you do that is she is now listed on the naturalhealthnetwork.org. You just need to subscribe with your email. We don't email blast you. We send you one update um, newsletter per month with the featured new members and a recipe and fun things. But that will allow you access to a directory of vetted professionals. Angela is one that I'm, again, so excited about. But if you are looking for any natural health solutions, whether it be chiropractic, nutrition, even we have pest control, that's on a more natural level. All the things that you are looking for, you will be able to find, especially as we grow across the country. I'm so excited about this resource. And I personally, with my team, vet all of them. I don't bring you anyone that doesn't actually get the results that they advertise that they get. And so, anyway, all of that being said, in the description of this video on YouTube, where it lives, and it'll be linked to your directory listing. They link back and forth. So if you want to reach Angela, you just have to click on the link that will be in the description. It will take you to all things that Angela posts on social media, her website, her booking link for that consultation. All the things will be there. So thank you so much for your time. And I really look forward to continuing to work with you.
Yes, thank you. This is a true honor. I'm so excited.
Okay, wonderful. All right. Well, let me know all of the people that find you via NHN. Thanks so much. Have the best day, Angela.
Thank you. You too.